Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, Game 2 draft is underway. These boys are not hanging around this evening. They want to get done and dusted. Sleep, come back for day 2, of course. 5 more matches for you tomorrow. 10 games in all. Go through both groups A and B. We'll focus on Group B tomorrow. We're going to end tonight with this final game between Complexity and Vega Squadron. We were talking just before, Ben, as we see the initial bans in this game. If Vega end up losing this game, they end the first day with 0 points. SG have a point. In theory, tomorrow we could see the 2 teams playing off, and SG would need a draw to make the quarterfinals, and Vega would go out.
10 seconds.
That's pretty crazy.
Don't remind the Vega fans, Paul. There's still some hope.
Of course, but I'm just trying to build up the fact that they need to win this game. It's massive, this game right now.
Look how badly they're targeting Moo, too.
Is that a good thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, but what does it leave open is the bigger question, isn't it? It leaves open things like the IO, the Tiny.
Yeah, and then Complexity seemed to have, either over the course of the first few games they played, like very high value now placed on this Ogre. It was a first pick last game. This game they have second pick, and they're unwilling to concede that either.
It's a really good hero for a shot caller.
5 seconds remaining.
Bloodlust, if you die, it doesn't matter because you still have Bloodlust, and you're also very, very tanky. So if you can read the enemy's positions well, like how he was at the Roach Pit and they forced him to engage on him near the Ancients, you're very tanky and you can do a lot with good positioning. He can be a very impactful 5, although he's not super flashy. But
Omni. Okay.
Interesting. I haven't really felt like he's been, but clearly Complexity think differently.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like it can be different, can't it, Ben? In game, you can feel differently about something, even if you think, yeah, we won, but we don't want to play against that again.
They were happy versus. They actually felt very comfortable versus.
Well, they had 2 lane answers last game. They had the Ursa and the Abaddon.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, I don't know.
This was
still annoying to deal with.
Wyvern out first.
5 seconds.
Discussed a little bit about Wyvern. It's one of the most picked from the last couple of patches, but has received a couple of nerfs.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad. It's mostly
They're
just
not
his laning
nerfs.
phase.
Yeah.
His laning phase was already like not great to begin with. Now, really need a level up Arctic Burn. Your base damage is terrible. So we saw this in the last series, I believe, too. The AA immediately versus the Winter Wyvern.
Yep.
Pretty good. Cold Embrace.
He's got what, like 39 base damage now, or it's like 42 or something.
Yeah. It's another one of those shared picks as well. Both of the brothers play it.
Good old team fight lead. They had Vega outclassed in like almost all the teams. So I think like even if Complexity are slightly weaker in the lane, then if they have a stronger team fight, they're completely comfortable with playing this sort of draft versus Vega.
Another super flexible couple of picks from them as well. The AA is played by both different support, different ways. King can also support, but usually by Moo.
Vega needs some stronger early mid. Like, as soon as the laning phase breaks down, I feel like Vega just don't really have a good game plan.
Do you want them to focus on what they want to do here rather than keep reacting or trying to react to what Complexity are doing?
Well, I mean, what is it they want to do? What do you think they should be doing in the mid game that would help them overcome Complexity? Because from what I've watched from them, they have like, pretty decent laning phase, and I know they have a lot of experience on the cores. Like Aloha and G have been playing forever, so I'm very confident in their late game, but their mid game, they just never seem to get past that hump.
Jaro.
You
okay with that?
Not opting for the Tiny. I think that's the important part that they skipped over to Tiny. The Tiny actually he died a lot last game.
Yeah. Do you think they ban it out here to just stop complexity having it?
I don't necessarily think so. I think they have a lot of damage. I think damage is the key to dealing with Tiny.
And they haven't banned the Wisp yet. Oh, there you go.
Well, they have the Wyvern Ace, even if they were to pick the IO.
But they're just going to make sure, I guess, by removing it.
One of Zefrik's better heroes.
Yeah, with or without the Tiny.
Yeah. Gyro's also pretty good for Swift. There's a lot of splash damage that can easily take him down in the team fight.
5 seconds remaining.
It's always nice to see kind of a lot of tournaments develop their own meta, or a team start to
I
take
love
from
that.
other teams. And complexity seems to have taken very quickly a page out of LFI's book so far, if that can be credited. That series they played earlier.
They might give you a good argument about that. They might. So they've practiced a few bits and pieces. These aren't straying too far away from what their wheelhouse is anyway, is it? So far, anyway.
Something like a clockwork could be an option here for Vega. Obviously, like creating some terrain or blocking people down a little bit for your gyro.
5 seconds remaining.
I would surely like that. Kill the AA very quickly in the fight. Right now, they don't have any way to wrap around and flank. I think is always a problem versus AA. LT's always going to get his ulti off.
Team pick.
Right.
Kuro gets a ban.
Dire team pick.
Anytime Jakiro comes up, you know Paul's going to be right there.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! 4-position puck. Let's go.
Want to do it again? You want to doubt it again?
I mean, I do like it, though, versus the Wyvern. You're never really comped up with your team.
Radiant team pick.
And they don't have good hard disables for him.
Ooh,
Aside from the
Nyx
Nyx,
this time,
okay, Nyx is somewhat problematic if you're a puck. But if you're a 4-puck, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, just
Okay.
trading 4s.
I mean, I just like the fact that it's kept their draft open again.
Yeah, the Nyx, something we haven't seen as much this tournament, but there was a phase in China like a month or two where it was being first pick or first banned every game.
Oh, now we've got some issues because you've basically got 4 heroes there where both supports play all of them. And they can play them as core, 3 of them. So now the other team have no idea where these guys are going to go.
I mean, I think you just want, like, looking at their lineup as a whole, what do you see? You see a lot of team fight, a lot of AoE, and a lot of magic damage.
Yeah.
So you want...
So you would think then Kunkka is Kyle's, the AA goes on Freak.
I don't really think you look at the... Like, when this is this vague, you just look at their overall game plan. Because if you spend too much time guessing, you're just going to run out of time.
Yeah.
Just look at their game plan, like, what are they
Or
going to
you're
do?
going to pick against something that you think is going to be in the lane and it's not.
Yeah.
This could be a core puck, though.
It could be.
Well, it's more likely to be a core puck this time.
But this Nyx is going to have his work cut out for them in this fight. Like, he could easily die to X, Carapace or not.
Do you know what the fun thing about puck is in this particular lineup?
What about it?
4 of the 5 players play it. 4 different positions.
A little troublesome.
Pick versatility, huge part of value.
It's Limp's second most picked, by the way, in the last. Jesse has it inside 10 as well.
Radiant team ban.
It's going to be tough, isn't it? We're going to put a Viper in mid then.
Magic resistance is good here. Magic resistance / immunity, I think, is very important versus this these 4 heroes.
G Viper.
I had really high hopes for G Viper last game. I'm not gonna lie.
10 seconds remaining.
I think his 3 best are SF, Quap, and Viper.
5 seconds remaining.
Surprised no one has picked SF. That hero's getting bumped.
Yeah. There was an SF earlier, by the way. Don't know how it got on. Various levels in and out. They say flirting with.
I see.
I feel like something like a CK might complement Complexity's lineup pretty well, but I don't know if they're worried about there's a lot of, like, especially with one of the cores as well. I'm not sure if that'll be enough of a concern to drive them off of it.
The CKAA Classic lane.
Dire team ban.
It is pretty good versus the
Yeah, that's what I was looking. And it's something that Chessie has.
10
The little
seconds
band.
remaining.
By complexity this time round.
Pipe
Interesting.
carrier would be real
5
nice.
seconds remaining.
Tide would still be pretty good. I would actually like Tide for them. Pretty good hero for them to play around. Get vision of their heroes. What other pipe heroes are there? Centaur, I guess? Or like mediocre, I would say. But we'll see. Any other team fight offlaners they have for Afterlife?
Dire team pick.
One of you. Prophet. Legion Commander.
Nature's Prophet first band.
Omni.
Omni's band.
Really leave him a lot. Earthshaker, Batrider, Doom, standard kind of offline.
There's Magnus, but strike me as a Magnus type.
10 seconds remaining.
But he is a Tide player, you're right.
Yeah, I think Tide is. Tide would be my go-to.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless there's another pipe carrier that I'm missing here. I mean, alternatively, they can throw Nix in offlane.
Yeah, I was going to say, he does play
Something
Nix in the offlane as well. It's his 5th most
Okay,
picked.
so Nix offlane, it's like Earth Spirit. Silence is really good here. I really do like the Earth Spirit pickup. Haven't actually seen it that much coming out today. Usually it's banned out.
Yeah. Key players here that do pick up the Earth Spirit and
10
play it
seconds
exceptionally
remaining.
well.
That hero is going to keep getting
Now
nerfed,
select your
but still
So
pissed.
some damage from Sven then. Okay. And it is going to be limp on the puck this time round. In the weren't too far away actually from what that might end up being. But very interesting draft yet again, Ben, which team did you prefer?
I have to go with Vega again.
Are you sure you want to curse another team?
Yes, I will give him the 2-0.
Okay. Jack?
Well, he is correct. I shall take it. I shall attempt to take it. I'm going to go with boys from NA Complexity again. I like their lineup. I feel like it's a bit easier to execute in terms of just the brute force they have fighting. I think they're going to outplay Vega again this game.
All right. Okay. Good stuff from both of you. We are almost done for the evening on day one, but we do have this final game ahead of us. And just a reminder for you at home, it's a big one for both teams because it almost secures them a place in the quarterfinals of the upper bracket. Still got tomorrow's games to come, of course, but the loser of this will almost certainly go head-to-head with SG Esports tomorrow for a place in the top 4 of this particular group. Let's find out who wins our final game of the night by handing you over to our commentary team.
So Jack goes for Complexity, Bellini goes in for Vega, and Red Eye says it's a big one. So what do you think, Black?
I go with Complexity.
You don't go with big one? That's
Big
a
one.
shame.
So you, Vega?
Me? You know, you want to lean towards Complexity. Like,
Yeah. I just feel like the draft is more
It's
complete.
that same feeling that like I had earlier today with watching some of the other teams. Like, you don't really think this team is going to win after game 1 performance. It's like, and now in game 2 is going to begin. It's like, well, I'm going to go with these guys because I think they're executing better. That's a really creepy face, Kyle.
That's not much better.
No, Lim's okay. He's a little bit more playfully creepy. But Kyle was, Jesse, you're number 1.
These features are so good.
What direction is the wind blowing?
The butterfly.
But, no, we worked this one out, right? Because he's puck wings. Oh, we can go into the real time. Let's get ourselves off third-person camera. Hard to commentate on that one. As G looking to escape. There's a 3-man stun from Afterlife. We're trying to create enough space, but it won't work. If this is Complexity, just rolling forward, rolling with the punches, taking out a second. 2 cores already going down for Vega. Complexity. The only downside they have right now is they have come so early into the dire side that they may not be able to secure. Secure the rune. I suppose you can secure a 3rd kill now, and everything escalates quickly for Vega. They'll end up losing.
Chat wheel spam.
Actually, they won't even lose lose the rune because they've gotten so many heroes down here looking for the kills. One apiece between Puck, Sven, and SK. Both runes will end up going to Slayer, who's the only one who wasn't involved in this.
It's actually very interesting how the new AA change played the role there, because they wouldn't have gotten the 2 kills if it wasn't for the slow of the AA 3rd spell. But yeah, like getting 3 kills like that right before the rune spawns is like a massive blow to your confidence for sure. Especially after losing the first game like that.
Yeah. And we kind of touched on it very early on with Complexity in their earlier series today. They're very... Oh, hello, Courier Snipe!
And down it goes.
Yeah.
Well played.
Ah, the mango. It'll be spoiled rotten once it comes out.
Well, technically they already made more money than they lost, so Complexity is a bit behind the net worth now.
Oh, could you actually imagine that? You have a moldy mango because you leave it on your courier for too long. I know.
And you can't use it in recipes anymore? I mean, like in
Yeah,
Solar
like
and stuff?
the mango effectiveness just starts like to like scale down over time.
So you get like minus HP region?
No, you can't go that far. Or maybe you consume it after a certain amount of time, and like it'll give you life for a short period of time, and then it's like these like the zombie survival, like the DayZ style games. I've now consumed a moldy mango. I need to find antibiotics to heal because I'm taking slow damage over time.
Well, Dota doesn't have any antibiotics. But...
No, it doesn't. But you have purification. You have wells.
Oh no. 50% package loss.
But then we could also go to the next level and say you could refill your bottle in the river.
Yeah, I mean, if Dota was about logic, then Morphling would be unkillable in water, basically.
That is true. Oh, you can imagine at Morphling's ability, he can merge with the water and appear wherever else water is.
Or he just merges with the water, as you said, and becomes like a super wave, and it crushes everything.
Okay, so Morphling's new ability is now going to be called Tsunami.
Whole map underwater.
The more momentum he builds up, the more he can invade land.
That sounds more like some RPG rather than Dota. Well, to be fair, Dota has a lot of RPG elements.
It does. It could have more.
It could always have more.
Coming to a custom game near you.
PC boom? Question mark.
Hopefully not. It's the new coL at this event.
I don't know what PC boom means. I just like it's some kind of meme here.
No, PC boom, because you're on stream too.
Right.
So earlier today we had multiple PCs blow up, and
like literally blow up, or
LFY. Well, I don't know about literally blow up. They were on the other side. Like we're in the venue. They're at the hotel.
Right.
But they were like the only way they could describe it was one PC boom, two PC boom.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I also heard stuff about the hotel being on fire because it's like both series that have like pauses and stuff.
I did not hear that. But hey,
I don't know what's going on
just
outside,
be happy
man.
with the sound effects coming through. Like, this is. It could always be worse.
Dude, I haven't left this building,
gaming
man.
paradise.
It could be, yeah. But yeah, I haven't left this building for like the last 12 hours, so I have no idea what's going on outside.
That's fine. We don't care about what goes outside. We only want to know about Dota, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've gotten. We had the group that was 1-1 until like the second last series. And we had the group which was 2-0s until the second last series.
Yeah, you think it's going to be 1-1 now?
This
2-0.
game?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say a team like Complexity who have got a lot of emotional momentum behind them.
Yeah.
Who then get 3 kills before the creep wave even spawns.
It kind of feels like a team like coL wouldn't let that momentum slip, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And like they're one of those teams too where you don't see a large amount of overconfidence when they go. Like they're very positive, but it then just enables people like Z-Freak to just make next level plays. And the team just to synergize better. I don't see it as a negative when they get positive.
No, definitely not for them. Well, Nyx is in trouble. And
It's good control. But there's another 3-man stun. Jesse doesn't have his stun available. He's got stick charges. Won't bring him in range just yet. But nice space to be created by Afterlife.
There was. If he doesn't hit all 3, he's actually just dead.
They're moving for the 2-minute rune. It's like, you're not allowed to have anything. Like, anything.
Well, they will get 1 out of 3 as something.
Yeah. We're talking about Vega here, obviously.
They got 1 rune.
Yeah. The Royal Day. SK is getting some decent CS early on. So is the Puck. 12 for 1, 10 for 2. So Moo in what is now the standard laning phase. I don't even want to call this the safe lane anymore. Because I don't think it really is appropriate.
It's not safe, man.
It's the bottom lane.
Yeah.
It's the bottom lane where the 3 position is.
Yeah. I mean, the safe lane is not safe anymore nowadays.
Oh god.
Wait, is he solo killing
Limp.
What? Did he just solo kill the Viper?
He did. Radiant Courier was also sniped in the middle of all of that. I don't know if he baited with the Courier. Where was that Courier killed?
Wait, so Radiant Courier died twice already, right?
It did.
That is like 350 gold for all of Vega. Two tower kills basically. But oh no, it respawned. It respawned. That was the message.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't get killed. Yeah.
Respawn in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And then instantly automatic flying, courtesy of Ice Frog's accountant.
Yep.
Kyle and Chessie looking for Zach, who moves himself up into the trees. Now we have Zach and Zayak.
Is it like Zayak?
I don't know. Don't ask me for pronunciation. I'm the worst person to ask for that.
Yeah, I'm not the best either.
Aren't we a great pair? They're going again on top by the looks of it, hoping for an opportunity. Stormbolt. And then the follow-up harm. This time, Kyle waits out just long enough. He doesn't get hit by the spike cameras, allow him to get in front and keep the slow. Better positioning from Complexity too, making it so Chessie is the only one getting hit by that impale or spike.
Up on cooldown and nope, no chance given.
Rolling boulder into the trees.
At least they denied the puck room.
Yeah, it is an upside.
But it's so, like the new AA third spell is actually so strong compared to the old one. You have like 3 mini slows basically, and if you time it right, you will just be perma-slowed.
Does that actually allow you to then go for those solo kills because you got both the Chilling Touch plus the Vortex combination?
I don't know if you can go for solo kills, but...
Did I?
Ah, very close.
That Granite Golem had his fist in the air.
Yeah, he was like, I wanna... Not punch you.
Let me cleave, let me cleave. Why don't I have an ability to cleave?
Level 2.
Oh, well that
Wait, he's trying to find a stack though?
It looks like it.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, at least it's a lot easier now. The Hill Troll Priest, actually is their aura, right? It's their heal, which is less. Now rolling boulder forward, Kyle. You knew you had to be being watched. No way to really get himself denied at this point. Way too much control from the Vega supports.
Yeah, that was just greed. Like he wanted to get more creeps there. It was really unnecessary, but...
Hey, if it worked, we would have called him a hero. But it didn't, so
no, he's not
we can shame him and then post that on Twitter. Homing missile creates a little bit of space, making his OSK. Has a little bit harder time, but that harder time is still going to work out for him. So Gyrocopter dying on this off lane.
Gyro and Sanking have the same CS actually. Wait, no. Gyro just got +4 CS somehow.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Dominated creep.
He just jumped up, right?
Yeah, I thought he did.
Alright, well.
We could both just be tripping. It has been a very long day.
Dude, stuff is happening, man.
Things are happening, people are moving, like heroes clicking.
Well, basically the Sanking is just free farming as well. So, I'm a bit scared for Vega because the 2 tempo control heroes are...
Slayer, how can he help? Rolling boulder forward, kicks away his cold embrace. Brand has moved, Brand's the epicenter. There's your commitment quite heavily. Help is there from Aloha, but okay, it's not going to help him out. The cold feet traps him in. 1 turns to 2, and 2, well, it's not going to turn to 3. Moo's already burnt his 1 charges, doesn't have the sustain available, but Limp with the high movement speed. Looks like he actually burnt his Dream Coil in previously. Support's nearby, but it's only Kyle.
So the big problem Vega has here, the only tempo control, the Nyx, is getting shut down completely, whereas the 2 tempo controllers of coL have a very, very good game. They're gonna have very early blink daggers, and they're gonna just be able to control the flow of the game very, very easily, because Vega can't really respond to it without their own blink dagger on the Nyx. And he's not even like level 5, he's level 4 still, I think. Same level as the support AA. Well,
and Slay doesn't even try to keep contesting that Ancient.
And they were kind of just like dual laning middle with the Nyx. What's the idea behind that?
I'm not certain.
Top lane is completely free, no one's there.
Or maybe they're still worried they're just going to end up feeding to that top lane. It's been a pretty easy gank every time they brought it next to hero, but thanks to that aggressive Observer, what they have next to the tier 1 tower, Vega do see Complexity. They're bringing in the reinforcements, they bring in their own. Maybe it's a false sense of security. Make Chelsea believe he's got this fight. Torrent's going to connect. There you call Embrace. Limp coming in with the silence and the dream call. A little bit of interruption. The call down. Tries to create space. Doesn't really work. Not when Chelsea turns on the God Strain. God even comes in for this fight. A quick storm ball. Chelsea can't get a third swing in to find the kill as Limp and Z-Freak on the retreat. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, about to be 2, as Z-Freak can't really survive through so much corrosive action. coL, he's got stick charges. Torrent in 3, 2, well, slap him. Torrent, Slayer actually has to wait here because of the cold Embrace, allowing coL to get the kill. They start their TP. There's no stuns available, so he'll get away with murder.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
and on top of that, Sankin has been free farming bot lane, pressuring the tower quite a bit.
He's already got so much money. He's got Tranquils earned and almost has the drums
so he's going for
completed.
drums instead of Blink Dagger. Alright. I thought he would go for an earlier Blink.
Dude, this is all our team fight. No, you
looks
just
like it.
you just trigger the drums so the rest of, like, all of Complexity can just run in at you.
Yeah, that's how it looks like. Is the puck gonna go for Veil still, or is he gonna go Blink first in turn?
Radiant's top tower
Well, it's
is
a little
under
different,
attack.
right? Because this is, we're talking about a core puck.
Right, he's also gonna go Veil, yeah. So they're gonna opt not to go for Blink at all early.
TP's coming in from the SK. Remember, no Blink Dagger on him just yet, but Dream coil holding Viper in position. God, no other real choice, and coL really on the money this game for connecting with the Torrents.
I mean,
There's so much setup for him to work with, though.
yeah, coL is just completely out-moving Vega at like every turn right now. Vega has no chance at all on the map. They have no presence on the map either. I think Nyx is not even level 6 yet. He's still level 6 yet.
Is under attack.
Well, he hasn't skilled Vendetta yet. No, he's just short.
Yeah, just short. Now he got level 6 there. Doesn't even have mana boost. He still needs 200 gold for that. So
That's why he wants the space on bottom lane.
yeah, let me farm.
Limp, he'll only add a little bit of pressure to him.
Yeah, the puck is actually. I mean, he's still having a good game, but he's.
Under attack.
You see the money from last game? Z-Freak and him are actually equally farmed.
Rolling boulder coming in. Silence is able to connect puck into the trees. You got a couple of one charges now up his sleeve, a quick phase shift, and he will go down. Stun connects wonderfully. And then a very smart TP out to safety.
They won't be able to pressure this tower though. It's full health and the heroes. Actually, they rotated all 5 heroes bottom, so they might be able to get the tower.
Yeah, with the creep skip too, this will make life a little bit easier. But the trade-off is coming on their own tier 1 tower on top. Moves adding the pressure. Wyvern's going to come try and contest this.
They're gonna lose top and middle pressure as well.
It always feels weird when you... Okay, yeah. It's like, why is the stout shield not in the backpack compared to the drums?
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under attack.
you don't want to have.
Yeah, he switched it up now. I think it's just because the Courier transported it. Middle lane, Afterlife going to go for a quick fight. Torrent's going to miss, so does the rolling boulder. coL, X marks the spot, trying to keep Afterlife away from him. Here comes Chessie, looking for that double stun. Not going to happen, thanks to the extra silence. And coL, okay, well, he doesn't want to deny himself to Roshan. Now he can get away with his life.
Imagine got bashed and then they just get killed by Roche.
Yeah, he would be pissed. Move, such high movement speed. This is the drums effect we're talking about, but he misses the burrow strike. Trying to go in deep. Z-Freak just wants straight back out again. Move, no point up in Sandstorm, so nowhere to really hide. And the homing missile.
There's tower.
Yep, they got it.
Yeah.
It's still an advantage going the way of Complexity. Like, a tower is dead, a little bit of money comes in. Yeah, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's keeping the lead of 2,000 in the way of Complexity.
So Puck still doesn't have his Veil. He's actually getting very poor this game. Like Z-Freak on a position 4, Puck had more money last game than him now. And they still don't have a blink on their 2 heroes.
Oh, nice. Starting with a stun. Oh, the phase shift. He actually dodges it with the coil. The fire strike holds him there for the shift to connect. Spy Cameras did make life a little bit harder, but it's still going to be the Earth Spirit plus the Nyx Assassin mopped up by Limp. And the pressure will be added down the mid lane. And this always seems to happen where Vega is like, oh man, these guys seem like they're fighting toe to toe, and then one fight happens, which is just really one-sided, and everything escalates very quickly.
I mean, they were expecting to outman them here, like outnumber them, but then suddenly all 5 of coL were there. Like, they were already waiting in the fog, they were kind of spading the puck, and then they just like turned it around completely. And now Sven's gonna farm the double stack Ancients, which is not too much, but you know, you always want to get your ult usage.
It's good progression.
Oh,
And he's got another
that's a big
stack available too.
That's the... Aldor has the Prowlers. They're like
is under
So
attack.
hard to farm as melee heroes.
Yeah. Fire strike forward from Moo. Spike Carapace is up, and they'll actually use the caustic finale to get that to trigger and get the stun over on Moo. He's got Fire Strike in 2 seconds time.
No
and do they
damage.
really not have the damage and control to do that?
Yep, because he has Earn.
Oops. X-Mark, Torrent, Dream Coil had to keep him there for a little bit longer, so the Ice Blast would connect.
Yeah, slight mistiming on the Torrent, but teammates were there to bail him out, so it's all good.
Quick Vortex. Kyle's going to have to go for a blind Torrent if he wants this to work, but
They won't be able to catch him. Yeah.
Moo's just sitting underneath that Observer Ward, so they can have a round 2. He can come in. If Moo commits heavily, he will burn that epicenter.
But they're not going for Blink on either Sanking or Puck is gonna make the game a bit slower for them.
Nope. Fail.
Yeah. If you cancel that often, you usually don't hit.
Hey, it's really hard.
Yeah, it is not easy for sure.
Like, you remember the days from Warcraft 3 Dota, right? Like when it got changed.
Yeah.
And then Nick went from being like #1 pick to absolute dog. Like no one would grab him.
Did you see the quick buy of the Knicks? He had an Adalance on a quick buy.
Really?
Oh no, he went back to
It's
his Blink
Blink.
Dagger. Alright. I was a bit worried there for a second. So Sven just... Actually, Sven has the first Blink out of Puck, Sanking, and I would never expected him to be the first one with a Blink.
Going that blink. Like,
Yeah, he's going travels before Blink.
do you
actually.
like that over getting things like, well, any other items like Echo or Move? No. Doesn't hit the target.
Usually you want to go Mask of Madness into the Blink Dagger, so you have solo kill presence, which he did as well.
Yeah.
And then you want to go either into Strange Joshua or BKB. This game BKB is very important because they got like so much lockdown, so he definitely wants to go for that next. And then 700 for Blink Dagger on a Sanking. And Puck is trying to get Roots of Travel first before the Blink actually. Very, very greedy.
Well,
I mean,
looks
he's
like
Sanking.
to climb up on top. It's Move was setting up to initiate.
Yeah, he went on the Winter, but they were waiting for him already. It was just a bait.
Meanwhile, goodbye Gyrocopter.
Yep.
Just trying to farm up some Ancients, and
The Blink in
Chessie
action
takes
right
his
there.
life. But support is in the neighborhood. Afterlife, moving in. He doesn't know what vision they've got, however. Almost in range of that sentry, but not quite.
Star Sense was tingling.
Dyer's
something
middle
was up.
tower is
6
under
star
attack.
sense.
But you see, the Nyx actually is so poor. He has like 700 gold, 1.5k off Blink Dagger.
Well, Wyvern.
It's gonna be fine.
He will be. Arctic Burn.
Dyer's
So
middle
easy just to
tower
fly over those trees.
Yeah, Sven ult wasn't cooldown, otherwise he would have been dead. It was not on cooldown, he didn't commit it.
No.
Alright.
He did not commit it.
Maybe just...
Maybe they're hoping to, like, oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe they want to use it for them. Yeah. Go, Chessie.
A kill on a Wyvern or a huge stack from the Dire side that you can steal from the Gyrocopter. Yeah,
Right.
I think I'll take option B.
Was it a quad or there was a quad, right?
It was a quad.
Yeah. Alright. The Viper's actually pretty farmed. But the Gyro is not.
Yeah. The Gyro needed that stack.
Yeah, he definitely needed that. Yeah. He needed to secure that.
Can't really actually flag how important it was to get that stack.
I mean,
but with
they don't even know
Complexity's
yet.
movement, like they're watching the other stacks now. So
Yeah.
you can't stack on the southern side of your jungle because the Observer Ward's going to watch that, and then you just bring this event over to take it.
I mean, Vega doesn't even know it that they took the stack. They're gonna be in for a bad surprise when they see it.
Yeah. Well, they got no vision around it.
So Sanking got Blink, and as we said, Puck went for the Boots of Travel, the more greedy build. So they should be smoking up with the Sanking right now and set up a gank somewhere. Looks like he wants to solo kill the Wyvern top lane actually.
Well, Vega's all coming down bottom lane to try and kill off Limp.
Yeah.
Still hiding in the trees, doesn't have Veil available.
It's gonna be quite easy to kill him actually because he doesn't have that Blink Dagger available to him. As soon as he uses his AWP, he's pretty much dead.
Here's the rolling boulder forward. They're able to get that silence, and well, how long can they hold him there? Is there going to be? Well, there's your phase shift. Ice blasts on the way in. Takes a Dream Coil connect. Nyx Assassin will be the trade-off, and move once more. The Dream Coil snapped. Oh, Slayer got hit by it back. Even more problematic is the slow and the bonus damage. Z-Freak is bringing to the fight. A triple kill for him. The cold beat to hold God in position as Kyle dragged him back with the X-Mark to spot, and Move looking for the icing on the cake, prepping up the caustic on the first creep before doing the Burrow Strike, so he had maximum damage to bring down God. And Vega, they thought they were getting the big one. They thought they were shutting down the pot for no rebuttal. But all of a sudden, Complexity doing serious lifting.
And during all of that, Sven has been free farming top, getting the tier 1 tower. Was it down already, the tier 1 tower? I think he just took
Uncertain.
it, right?
I think he, die structure fortified. No, tower was taken. It was already gone.
I thought it was the tier 2 tower he was pressuring then. Yeah.
So we can watch the stun again. So great initiation in from Vega. But they didn't get the
They didn't
follow-up
get the chain
damage in
stun.
time.
Yeah, they didn't get the chain stun on him or the silence. So he was able to get the coil, the silence off, as well as the veil, and
The Slayer was
They all
waiting to the
died.
maximum time and then
yeah, it was like a millisecond.
now, another snap, another dream calls. We come back in live. Not a lot of time to watch replays when you got these two teams playing.
Yeah.
All four. This time there won't be a snap, but the Ice Blast connects an Afterlife. They don't have vision on him, however, but bottom lane, they got the perfect vision. Over on the gyro, Shift, Torrent, and Epicenter. The damage is quick, the rotations are forced. And Complexity, hit and run tactics make it so Vega don't even have a chance to attack one hero in revenge.
So many gorilla attacks, man.
Oh god, more money, money, money. Wow. Chessie is now rising in the net worth ranks to 9.2k.
Even though he found a lot of ancient stacks, the Viper's actually neck and neck with him.
Yeah.
The Viper's very
Where
rich.
is he getting all the money from?
I really don't know.
Well, now he's moving over to Kyle. This would be one way to get it,
Well, I
get some
guess-
money.
Yeah, I guess that's how he gets the money.
Kill. Like, that's the
Yeah, he's
best
gonna
way
die,
to farm.
yeah.
It's loot on legs.
Did you wonder what that was like?
Right.
Meanwhile, Limp's attacking a tier 3 tower. 19 minutes in. And no one from Vega is responding.
You know, he doesn't even have Blink Dagger. It's quite, like, his map awareness is really, really good.
Yep.
Because you don't just do that without Blink Dagger usually.
But this is the reason why Limp's doing what he's doing, right? Like he gets the boots of travel first so he can do the split push to allow Complexity to take these fights without worrying about a trade or making Vega be the ones to worry about that trade.
Yeah, I mean, travels are definitely very good. If you have 2 Blink Daggers in your team already, you can definitely afford to do it.
He's getting a lot of money, so he'll get his Blink Dagger anyway. 1,800 gold now for Limp. They'll give him the bottom lane to catch up with the last bit of it.
Nyx is still struggling to get his Blink Dagger. I think he still needs like another 700 gold.
Rolling boulder, here we go again.
Not this time.
Limp, yeah, he's already orbing himself away with the stun. Timing was wrong. He won't have the bonus damage with the rip, but here comes Moo. The double burrow strike. Torrent well off the mark, but it won't matter when the Storm Bolt connects. Curse is out, at least holding Chessie in position for a short period of time. Flip ticking down to that urn charge. He'll hide inside a base ship, and they hold God in position. It's actually God being held in position by his own Winter Wyvern, who's trying to escape, but it won't work. Into the trees and far away. Keep flying. The urn. It's not even the urn, it's the super urn. Nitro on that bird vessel. Yeah. It's Nitro, bro. It's too fast, too onerous.
And his Spirit Vessel is very, very strong against Winter Wyvern, because the Embrace actually doesn't heal a lot anymore. How much is the reduction? 70%, right? I'm not entirely sure. I think it's 70.
I do not have an answer for you.
Yeah, 70.
There, there's one number I can get right for you, and that's 11,000. The advantage Complexity currently has.
Well, it's not exactly 11,000, but
It's close enough.
it's rounded up.
Yeah.
Or down. We don't know.
No, it's up. it's, oh,
Wait, he just
there
solo
goes
killed him, right?
Afterlife.
Yeah, with an A blast.
Mm-hmm. Easy setup, add more charges, and, well, across the map.
They're just killing him
Talking
everywhere.
about the
right now.
rotations being fantastic. Vegas looking for some revenge. The kick, it does fly through the Sven. It'll be a huge kill if they can claim it, but again, a triple barrier strike. Space is created. Chessie will go down. Ended by God, so God can get some money as well as some decent experience, but he'll lose his life for it. Vega lose the whole kit and caboodle.
He actually killed the Kunkka with his passive. He died to like the, what's it called, corrosive skin?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There's one way to kill people. But yeah, the Sven is getting...
Boy, they have the Ags on the AA now.
Yeah. And the tanking is getting really big too. And the Sven is just too much physical damage to handle for them right now. Both the Gyro and Viper cannot take the Sven at all.
Is he actually ice blasting inside the fountain to hold him in? Alright, let's watch this fight once more. So, Wyvern. Easily picked off, but it started to look good until that. Moo just created so much space. They were close on even getting the kill on the Sven. When those Thunder Heights came out of the Ancients, I thought for a moment that like Vega would go on full tilt and just like if they can't even get that kill on this Ven, and he gets denied by neutral.
They would not be very happy for sure, yeah.
A Wyvern deep warding, so close to his own base, thought he was safe, but no.
You just keep getting picked off alone. When you're that far behind, you really don't have the luxury of going out alone anymore. You actually need to stick at 4
Radiant are scared.
minimum and be able to counter gank these kills, because there were only 2 people and it's the only chance you will get to kill them actually. Because 5v5 you cannot fight them anymore.
Well, Chessie's having a crack. Roshan, meanwhile, up on top, they're preparing for a fight. We'll want to go into the overhead view for this one as the Ice Blast connects. They did not need a lot of damage to make that work, but killing a gyrocopter while Ven is doing Roshan solo, it's taking some time, but this just shows just how much power and complexity you've got. You can kill off the #1 position of Vega quite easily with only half of your team.
Yeah, but why
They're
are they
going
actually
again.
splitting up so much?
They're going again.
They need to be 5. They need to be 4 or 5. They cannot take these engagements anymore.
Oh, Burrow strike from Moon, able to connect. Here comes your shift turret, Drink Cold, keeping Half-Life out of the fight. The Sandstorm range damage, combining with the Caustic Finale that Moon already put onto him, finds the kill. Moon turns around for the Burrow strike. Not a heavy amount of Caustic attack, but the Torrent creates more space with the Ice Blast. Afterlife, it's an Aghanim Center upgrade. Even if he doesn't take the initial Frost Blast damage, he'll still tick out, shattering himself. Slayer falls, and they move forward. Aegis Immortal in the hands of Chessie. The tier 2 tower will fall here, and they look for another one. Moon, such huge range in that Burrow strike with the Blink Dagger to it, just enable it. They keep the pressure up.
It wasn't looking good before for Vega, but they're just falling apart now. They're just getting picked off 1 by 1. What did he buy?
It's the Kaya on AA.
Oh, Kaya, AA. Alright. Interesting. Haven't seen that before.
Hey, what were the heroes? The panel was talking about it earlier today. Like the best heroes that Kaya is on.
The Tinker, Storm, Zeus.
Yeah,
apparently AA.
Yeah, apparently AA now.
But yeah, like, if Vega wants to have any chance at a comeback, they need to stick as 4 and get... Because coL is actually splitting up quite a lot too. They're always getting pick up with like 1 or 2 heroes. Yeah. If they can actually just camp them with 3 heroes, just like that.
Yeah, it's again another attempt to try and balance the vision game, but there's no cover for this. It's like
you can't do it alone.
The casualty that Vega is accepting, but while they do that, the fight continues. Stormbolt with the God Strength Slayer takes the stun, force-staffing himself out of the Dream called Chessie. He is out of mana, but turns on the BKB. Has the Aegis Immortal. Donk. But with the BKB immunity, he is okay.
Did you see this man? He like, just turns on BKB and only just like hits the catapult casually. Add injury to it.
Currently, that catapult is as powerful as the supports of Vega.
It really is. But yeah, the Winter died 3 times in a row already, dewarding alone. He needs to tell his team, come with me right now, or I won't be able to deward there.
Yeah.
Well, even better.
But how do you do that? Like, if you come out with your team, either you fight or that's it. And they're going to do that this time around. They're coming out with the numbers. Vega is 5, but that Ice Blast with the slow is going to connect so heavily. And the Burrow strike forward from Moon. It got the chill effect plus the extra hit. Puck instantly TPs down to the bottom lane to add more pressure. The SK is cursed just to keep some distance, but Moo, this man is 10-17. The KDA is wonderful. Lim TP to that bottom lane. He's already up on the top. Kyle is calling well played. They are all over Vega. They're about to actually bring down the sole surviving member of Vega Squadron, and this is a shattering series for Vega. Complexity, their combos have worked beautifully. The 4th position puck has been wonderful. And this game has just been a great laning phase for everyone.
I don't know. We spoke about it earlier. coL is just outplaying them on every turn. They have no chance at all anywhere at the map.
They're trying to shatter him. He can't regenerate in there, so if you hit him with the orb as well as the rift, I think Half-Life actually dies.
Yeah. 1 Spirit Vessel on him would have been that.
He's still ticking. Okay, now he can come back out again.
Look at Moo just taunting them, just like standing in front of the fountain.
Well, he's like, come at me. He's a huge kill if they can claim it, but that's such a tall order.
Yeah.
You've lost your mid melee ranks, you've lost your tier 3 tower on bottom. And Moo's just waiting to fight. Defensive sentry wards are out.
Dire's bottom shrine.
At this
is under
point, the
attack.
gold advantage exceeded 1,000 per minute.
Sentry, fire strike. Wait for that ice blast to come in once again. Oh, way down the mid. Pop it like a top. Vega. They're gonna lose more. Another turret will connect. The Xbox pop will hold it there. The ship does its work. Here comes your epicenter. It'll fly up north. Well, Wyvern is gone. Please put the white flag upon the door. GG, well played. Complexity taking maximum points from this series. And Vega in a lot of trouble at the very bottom of that group. It is the bottom team in the group which does not proceed to the main event. And right now,
Vega
is
0-4,
staring
right?
down that barrel.
Yeah. I mean, what can you say about this game? They literally just ran them over everywhere. And
Yep.
Vega, they didn't really try to respond very well. They were always like one...
How do you do it? You tilted after game one, and then you lose 3 heroes before the creep waves even made.
Okay, I mean, if you're tilted, of course, but you have to make sure you're not tilted. That's the first step to victory.
Okay.
Yeah.